Get It Together series, some of the people I interviewed for the book decided to come on TV and talk to us on Primetime. Today we're going to jump to chapter 21 to talk to a prison reformer. Revolutionize the prison system, says Shadi Jaber. Shadi was thrown in the slammer 20 years ago after committing a crime of opportunity. In prison, he had a rough time. And now he thinks if you commit a crime, prison isn't the answer. How dangerous was being incarcerated? Were there weapons inside?
Absolutely, absolutely. People would make weapons from tuna can tops. They would take the top off of a tuna can and sharpen it and make a big sword out of it.
So you didn't have a great experience in the prison system. I think that's probably sometimes the point of the prison system. And later you told me during our interview that you'd like prisons to be more like a halfway house. So if you commit a crime, you're not necessarily locked up 23-1. You can go in and out to see family. You can go in and out to work, and it's more like a dorm room. Explain why you believe that.
Just because of the number of people that repeat offenders, I think that's the answer right there. I don't think there's any data that proves that the way our prison systems operate right now is beneficial to the people that are in them. And if it's not beneficial to the people that are in them, then I don't believe it would be beneficial to the society that they're coming back into.
So you believe prison should be more of a rehab facility?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What if someone's a real hardcore criminal and they're committing violent felonies? You still want to give them that freedom of movement to go out and about, to go to a job, to go grocery shopping, to come in and out? You trust these people?
No, not to that. I wouldn't say that. I just feel as though people need, a lot of the people that are incarcerated have a lack of education. I just feel as though they have a lot of things that they need to work on, and prison should be a place where they can get the education that they need, they can get the help that they need. A lot of psychological problems are there, a lot of childhood traumas and things of that nature, anger management. So I think that those services should be provided for inmates to help them re-enter into society.
Now, Shadi and I do not agree on everything, but we do agree that people need to be educated in prison. And one of the best ways to do that is to stock prison libraries with Get It Together. And you can order your copy today. You can get your prison reading done at home. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.